Episode 3 of the Dirty Water Dispatch with Leslie and Italy Jet. A lot has gone on. Man, let's talk about it. Roll the intro. And we're going to kick it off with Leslie. Leslie, how you doing?
Wonderful.
Wonderful. All right, guys, we're going to roller coaster from Red Sox situation, roller coaster, best 24 hours, just roller coaster in general when it comes to this team as a whole. I guess we're going to start, Leslie, let's start with it. Outfield situation without 17, as in Tyler O'Neill. Now, there have been reports that they are still working with Scott Boras and see what happens with that situation. Do you think he's going to come back, and do you think it's going to be more than $21 million? Because that's what basically they're going to give to Pivetta, but they didn't do it to O'Neill. Do you think there's another number, or do you think we're going to be without him? What do you think?
I think we might just be without, honestly.
I agree.
I know he had some moments late in the season, Tyler did, that weren't stellar, but the rest of the year I thought he performed really well. And so it's kind of a little sad for me that we're going to be without him in the outfield. Props to Abreu, though, Gold Glover. Congratulations to him. So that was good. And
right.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just it'll be a different vibe. Maybe that's what they need, though. As I said last time, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get us to that next step. So if I have to lose Tyler O'Neill, I guess that's the answer. But not sure that was the right thing, but I didn't think it was the right thing at the time for getting rid of Nomar. So that being said, see how that goes, right? Yeah, I mean it's just it'll be a different vibe for sure. Not having him.
Well, first off, props to Abreu. Props to Durant. I mean, that's pretty darn cool. Now it's like, ooh, their stock went up. Or you're gonna resign them. Or the stock goes up and we trade them. So it's either way, I think it works really great in our favor. I think it works really great in their favor too, though. I think it's both.
Yeah.
As for 17, he was one of our most consistent players, especially in the home run department. I think he's perfect for the Red Sox. I think he's perfect for Fenway in general. But I just don't think we're gonna have him back. I still think there's something up their sleeves. And if he does come back, I'll be totally wrong, which is fine. But I think if they're gonna go a different way right now, since free agency has begun, I think Pivetta might be that target. I think O'Neill brings a certain type of, I wouldn't say Gold Glove, I just think of a bat, and especially a right-handed bat, and we have been lacking in that department for a very long time. So whatever happens with 17, whether it's a right-handed bat, the home run situation, I think it needs to be up to that caliber. Now, I think O'Neill will really suck is if he goes to the Dodgers or Yankees. I can totally see that. But or he can go home to Canada with the Blue Jays. But right now, I think he's a perfect situation in our locker room. But I think the way the Red Sox are talking, which Breslow is already annoying me, that they're going to be aggressive. They're going to get quality players. I'm like, well, this is the major leagues. What's quality mean to you? So we'll definitely see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, let's see, because you have to actually do something in order for that to happen. And last year was full throttle. Is this just another version of that? That's constantly in the back of my head, like, you got to do something. Just, this isn't it. Like, this isn't what we're after. So,
especially spending over $200 million or $100 million on an infield or outfield or whatever the situation may be, especially with a pitcher. I think a pitcher is going to be in that realm too. But I think overall, if that's what they're talking about, then it seems like Soto could be in the play. But I seriously don't think it's going to happen. But if that's what they're talking,
right? Come on.
We are in the mix, but we're in the mix with 15 other teams. So
I don't think it will. I mean, even if
No.
it was coming down to it, I feel like it'd definitely be, that A-Rod situation to where he almost would get here, then someone else is gonna swoop him up and give him that deal he's after. So I don't see it happening. I mean, it would be great for us in theory, but might not be the right vibe for the team either. So you have to always take that in consideration. I don't know the man, so uh, yeah.
I I think what also would be a good fit for us too would be I wanted Cody Bellinger. I think a lot of people would want Cody Bellinger, but he is going to re-sign with the Cubs. He's going to go back to the Cubs. But Anthony Sandestar Santander Anthony Santander. I think he would be a good mix. I think Teoscar Hernandez would be a good mix, but I think they're gonna cost some money. It's gonna be definitely over 30, I think, each. Could be in the realm of 50, 60. Santander, not really, but I think Teoscar, yes.
Well,
So
he would be fantastic. I mean, honestly, come on.
he'd be perfect for Fenway. He'd be perfect for Fenway. But they're all in their careers where they want to win now, and we're not there yet.
No,
So
no, we're not.
so I think those could be very interesting. I think also if we're gonna make a trade, do you think for an outfielder, who's a player that you would like if we're gonna make a trade in the outfield as like an overall player that you've been keen on for a while?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, honestly, the first person that always pops into my head when anybody says outfield is like Mookie Betts, but
Yeah,
Mr.
that's not gonna
not
happen.
going to be
Yeah.
in the outfield anymore, so I can't even say him. Uh, I honestly don't know who I want. I just
Yeah,
can't think
it's
off
still
the top of
early.
my
Yeah.
head when it's gonna like in my mind go with the team, and that you gotta have that. So, who are you thinking?
Why do I keep feeling that Kike is gonna come back? I just have
I
this
love PK, especially in
I
October.
absolutely don't want that to happen. Absolutely not. But I think it's just he's a Dodger guy through and through. I understand that. He was a Red Sox guy through and through too. That's what we thought about Doogie as well. But it just feels
Yeah,
like it. It just feels like more and more there's something about that Kike
I'm
situation.
always down for Kike to come back, um, especially if he can get us to October because clearly he does really really well then.
Yeah, he's a ghost for the season, and then when he gets to October, it's like,
Yeah,
oh, hi, how's it going? No, I just have this feeling that he might come back, but then again, I just think he might just stay where he's at. I mean, he's going to go after many, many, many World Series if he continues to stay there. But everyone's got to get paid over there now. There's a lot of contracts up, and he's the cheaper department right now. So we'll see what happens. But let's move on to the starting pitch and top five guys and pitching as a whole. Pavetta offered 21 million, 21.9 wasn't offered to Tyler O'Neill. I was really shocked with that. I'm really shocked his market is actually something. I mean, the guy pitched what forward 5 ERA. That's really high, even 6. So even sometimes 8. So I just I'm just shocked that we're giving him the time of day. Um, he is way better than Crawford. I think they're going to use Crawford as a trade piece. So when you look at the situation, like you said before, we don't have a closer right now. Hendricks would probably be that closer. But if you look at the top 5 guys, it'd be Bayo, Hauk, Giolito, Pavetta, Crawford right now. So
mhm.
that's 5 guys. I think if they're going to trade anybody, it'll be Crawford, and then they'll get maybe Sam Fry, maybe Crochet from
Yeah,
the
yeah.
White Sox. Burns is back with Milwaukee, so that's not going to happen. Sorry, no, Burns is not back
It's
with Milwaukee.
Breslow's
Sorry,
quote though that
what?
Breslow's quote about Nikki, which he's a guy that's performed well in this market. In comparison to what?
Bears
I
to
asked
do
my
who?
question. Like comparison to whom are we talking about? Like me pitching? Because yeah, he does great compared to me. He's great compared to anybody that's not playing professional ball. I don't think that. I mean, he's not bad by any stretch of the imagination. I don't think well is the term I would have used, I guess. No? Am I off base?
No, you're right.
Well? He did well?
No,
well is 99 Pedro.
no.
It's not well. So I don't know.
It's not well. I think
He's not like I said, he's not bad. He's just not.
yeah.
When I read that, I think that Craig's thinking he's way up here. To me,
Right.
he's just not quite there yet.
Wow. See, I think when it comes to Dylan Cease is going to go back to his team. I think Corbin Burns. I think that's out too. There was another pitcher out in San Diego that would have been nice too with Cease, but I think overall, even with those guys, I would still, if Pivetta is off the table, I think he's gonna. In my personal opinion, I don't think Pivetta is coming back to this team.
You don't think so?
No, I think his market is wide open, and
Well,
he's gonna get a bunch of money somewhere. So I think you go after Sam Fried, and I think you go after another one because Giolito and Sam Fried are buds. So those are your guys right there. Bayo, Hauk, and for some reason, I just can't even see Crawford on this team too. So Crawford and Pivetta, I just can't see it. I think Pivetta's going to go somewhere, and yeah, I think Pivetta is going to go somewhere else and get the money. But I think that I think they're gonna. I really do think they're gonna go after that Japanese guy, hardcore Sasaki. I think that's a big one. But he, the Dodger connection in Japan right now, right? So he could go there, but right now it's. Maybe Hiroki from the Astros. So that's a cheaper deal.
Yeah.
So. But as a closer, who would you want as a closer? So you already talked about the top 5 guys.
I know that's the thing now. I mean, who do you even want? Because I was not a huge Kenley fan.
Yeah, me too.
Early mid-season, and then he was doing really well for us, and he was performing, and Kenley kind of thing. And then of course he just disappears, right? He's just done. Not coming back. Definitely retiring as a doctor, which is fine. I mean, that's what he wants. I don't know, honestly. Who do we want? Who do we want that we're going to get? I guess that's the other question. There's lots of people you could want. Who's even in the realm of possibility for this team right now? Is there anybody you think?
That's the thing, right? I think for me, when it comes to closers, I still think they're going to try and get Martin back. I think they're going to try, as I'm looking at the catcher and pitching, overall relief pitching, I wouldn't even mind having Matt Strahm back. I think Strahm would be good. I don't know why I want to give Hendricks a shot. I want to give Luke Weaver a shot for some reason with the Yankees.
I'm willing to give these guys shots.
But Ed, even bring in with Diaz here. Opt out situation. But that's going to cost you a little bit. But he's got some injuries. But
I always get excited when I see nasty Nate leaving or something like that. So Nate Eovaldi is always a dream come true for me. But
Jose Alvarado, dude, be a good setup man. Oof. Imagine if they were good on their words. Imagine that would be so nice. But hey, there could be a world where Nathan Eovaldi might come back to the Red Sox.
Nasty Nate, let's go.
That could be a world, maybe.
Yeah.
I would have flirted with the idea of Singe from the Mets, but the injury bug concerns me with him.
Right, and like let's not have anybody that's going to be prone to injury before the season even starts, because like I feel like that
Yeah.
was a huge problem last year, right? And then even
Mm-hmm.
our
Yeah.
players,
Definitely not Jordan Montgomery.
what's that?
Definitely not Jordan Montgomery.
No, I mean as much as I wanted him last year, definitely not. Like no, can't do it, can't do it. Like
I think
everybody wanted him so bad last year, right? And then
right. Yeah,
it did not
I
work
mean, look at
out.
Blake Snell. He opted out, and he didn't do that great.
No, I know, right?
I don't want Blake
Like
Snell.
either one of those guys I would have killed for last year, and then
Yeah.
there's a reason they were not picked up. I feel like so
Well, and
for the
then
longest time. You know what I mean?
I feel like Lucas Giolito would have worked out if he didn't get hurt. I really do feel like that.
Yeah,
But if he didn't get hurt, but
he
now
did.
since he is picked up that club option and he's coming back,
Yes.
I think there's gonna be a new fire in him. I'm not saying that because there's a lot of guys do that. I just think there's something about Giolito for me that there's going to be a bounce back. When you work with Andrew Bailey with Giolito stuff, I think there's going to be something there for me. That's just me though. But as we go into the infield dumpster dive, yes, I came up with that. Um, Casas. All the rumors around Casas. Breslow is dumbfounded. He says, "Hey, I don't know where all this is coming from. I think he could be a 40 home run hitter. I think he could be very special down the line. I think he's young as well. For me, I'm still waiting to see it. I think he should be a trade piece.
Still waiting to see it, and also don't say you don't know where it's coming from. Somebody in that front office is saying it. Otherwise, everybody wouldn't be reporting it.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming from somewhere. So don't give me this song and dance of I don't know where this is coming from. And he could definitely be this. Yeah, he could be.
Mm-hmm.
Is that your trade offering piece that you're doing? Because it's definitely coming from somewhere. I mean, we're not just nobody's making it up out of thin air that it's been talked about to get, that he's a piece that could be moved to gain someone else.
This
So
is
yeah,
what you do.
I'm waiting to see it as well. I mean, everybody knows I'm not a huge Casas fan. Like he had that great streak when he came back. And then everybody got mad at me because I was like, it's not going to work out. You just, you just wait. Like, they're like, oh no, his on base is so amazing. And all this. I'm like, yeah, just wait. And then kind of just steadily went down for the rest of the season. Not that everybody else didn't completely shit the bed as well, but I don't know. I'm definitely with you on. I'm waiting to see what he could be, because the whole time he was injured too, it was very much, oh, I can't wait, and this is going to be so fast, and I'm taking all of these. What did he say? Like, I've swung the bat a million times, and someone's like, when? Oh, in my head. Oh, okay. And then we get him finally to his rehab, and it was like we were murdering him. Oh my gosh, it hurt so bad. Well, I mean, you're rehabbing, so yeah, rehab. Like, I don't know if you've never ever been through a rehab situation, but rehab, no matter who you are, is gonna not be the most pleasant experience because you're
Right.
in your body, and it was
I'm
back and whatever.
right. I'm gonna take back everything I just said because I just looked at the 2025 after free agents. I'm an idiot. I'm starting over. I am starting over. Bring in Walker Bueller. Bring me Bringman. Bring me Kim. Trey Casas.
Yeah,
Keep Duran.
yeah, Julie has to stay for sure. I'm sorry, like
Don't bring me Gleyber Torres though. But I still think Teoscar Hernandez or Sanadar would be a good option.
Hernandez just like
Yeah.
here. Go.
Walker Buehler would be a great closer. I like the Kim situation, dude. Even give me Sean. I'm gonna butcher his name. Sean Manea. Does that sound familiar? Yeah, Sean Manea. Manea. Sorry for butchering all your names. Just don't bring me a 42-year-old Justin Verlander. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. But
Please.
I think if Walker Buehler brings in that closer situation, starting five, if you don't have Pivetta or Crawford, go give me a Fry. Give me even a give me a Flaherty. I think Flaherty would be a good one too, but it's just too much with all the
And I
money.
think, whoever we pick up, obviously we have a
Yeah.
pretty
And then Jose Quinta, I wouldn't mind that. It's 36.
as well.
But Trey Casas, bring back Jansen for catcher. I think that's a good move. Even though there's so many opportunities, what you're gonna do when it comes
Yeah.
to
I mean, he did
catcher
something.
with Teal, right? So
Yes.
there's a
Yeah.
lot.
Definitely, I think Jansen's, you keep him and
Shoot, get my boy Max Kepler though. I would even bring in Max Kepler. I don't know if you would.
yeah,
Would you? I don't know.
I
I think for me, just don't give me Clay Holmes, okay? Red Sox, don't do that. Just don't get Clay Holmes, okay? And keep Anthony Rizzo out of here too. Don't bring me in a
absolutely not
Scherzer.
that.
Don't give me a Scherzer. But I think you know
Well, I
what?
mean, it depends on which Maxi Scherzer you're talking about. So it was like 5 years ago. Then yes,
Right.
please. Scherzer.
Maybe he has so many injuries, you never know. Or give me the versatile Carl Santana.
Yeah.
Third base, first base, DH. Trade Yoshida if you want to, even though I don't want that to happen. But overall, I think when it comes to all the latest Red Sox news, I think Breslow and let's keep saying all these promises that we're gonna go out there and get quality players. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. I just don't think no one believes it right now, as of right
No one
now.
believes it, and it's only been
And
a
I
week.
think
To be fair to
and
Craig, like it's only been a week. It
it's
just seems
only it's
been a
only
lot.
been a week, but I'm still waiting for the shoe to drop.
Right. Well, because we were promised so much last year. Right? Like
Well, they finally picked an avenue that they were going to go to, though. That's the thing,
substantial stuff back this year, right? Like,
right? And
yeah,
they wasted so much trade capital too.
they
That's
wasted it, but they have to. I mean, as much as sometimes
I
kind of,
understand that. I understand that. You got to make moves. You got
yeah,
to pick a direction. I totally get that.
like as much as sometimes I'm not a huge Cora fan, just,
You got to reel yourself back in. Is that what you're saying?
well, no, I'm just saying, like, he had to sign for a reason. Like, he was not that interested, I don't think, in sticking around. So they had to promise him something. Like, they had to say something that made him, have the desire to stay. And I'm really thinking it had to be like promise somewhere to do something, even just in this off season. So
Would you bring Doogie back?
no,
Amen. Okay, good. We're on the same page. Jock Peterson, maybe Pro Fair,
it might just be a
but
loyalty thing
Doogie,
though
no.
for me. So no,
No, don't
and
even
also
do
for
that.
practice.
No. Don't bring back Tommy Pham. I think he's too old. I think he does need to retire, in my personal opinion. Um yeah, I think for me, Canley's gonna go back. In my personal opinion, I think Canley's gonna go back to the Dodgers. I think it's
Well,
inevitable.
I
Um
mean, yeah, and
I'm
he
cool
should
with Bader coming here though. I'm
retire.
cool with Harrison Bader coming here.
What's that?
Harrison Bader, I think that
Yeah,
would be good. But he even said, right, Leslie, that Canley wanted to go back to the Dodgers and finish his career there.
yeah. I mean, that's very. I feel like everybody knew that. And we were just kind of, as much as I think he irritated us for a lot of the time that he was here, he
Yeah.
really did have a really fun season last year. Uh, and then that whole Kenley boys and girls up thing kind of took off, which was fun. I mean, it was something fun to do at a Red Sox game, which towards the end of the season, there wasn't a lot going on there. So it was a fun thing to do. And, uh, but yeah, absolutely. He's going to retire a Dodger as he well should.
It's crazy. There's just a lot of free agents out there that are just former Red Sox. Like we're talking like Jansen, the two Jansens. We're talking Kike. We're talking Doogie. We're talking Justin Turner. There's just
And Uvalde, Nasty Nate, which he will forever be.
right.
Um,
There's just a lot. There's a lot right now that could be reunited, but then again,
Are they
it
going to
could
be who they are when we love them so
even
much? I mean,
JD,
that's
even
the,
JD. There's even JD. So Martinez
yeah. I mean,
is
you had that whole nostalgia with the 18 team, right? We didn't have them for that long.
right,
They all kind of just came together for that magical season. And I think in
right,
our minds, right, like, yeah, I love all these guys back, right? Like it's going to be
right.
amazing. And it's kind of like that thing where everybody always says, let's make Jason Veritek the manager
Mm-hmm.
because we all love him and he's beloved in Boston, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's never going to happen. They're never
Right,
letting, I mean, and I'd still love it to happen because I love Tech. Everybody loves Tech. But God forbid he has a bad season. And then that's what he's going to be remembered for and not all of the good the last 20 plus years, right? Of him
mm.
being, the savior of Boston. I think I actually read at one point, I mean, this was years and years ago, that
Right.
their daughter he has with Catherine, one of the names up for grabs, like when they were thinking of a name for her was Boston. Can you imagine? Like,
Mm.
so I mean, there's that tie there, and it's to me that's it's kind of the same thing. Like you have this nostalgic feeling, and you want them back, but are they going to be the same that you remember them for? So, but
I
yes,
think
I'm
I
still up for last.
oh long live that season.
Oh my
Long
gosh, forever.
long live that season. And I think I think too it's the Angels did it after they won the World Series. I know we didn't win the World Series, but they brought back a lot of their core, David Eckstein, Scott Spezio, Garrett Anderson. It just didn't work. Sometimes they could do it and sometimes they can't. Dodgers didn't work after they won. This year, you never know. But I still think they're going to go on a run for a long time. With us, it's kind of like we go through spurts. We have a team when we're all in, and then you bring in Heim Bloom, reconstruct the young youth, and then now we're back to all in. So it's
I'm still not a high blue fan just for the two really horrendous things that happened. But in terms of the farm system, yes. But, and yeah, there always that risk. Like you always have that nostalgic, like I said, feeling and want things to happen.
there you go.
Never really the same. Like as a non Stros or Tigers fan necessarily, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
I see the Verlander thing, and I'm like, don't do it, don't bring him here. But if he was your pitcher and he played for your like, you're dying to get. Oh, we gotta get back. Like you just have that urge.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We're dying for postseason. It's just not without baseball in Boston. The postseason. It's just
dying
that
for
empty
that
feeling.
moment, and you're
It's
doing
it's that
whatever it
empty
takes.
feeling. It's that empty feeling.
Yeah.
I still think they're going to only make 3 big moves, and then they'll just get some decent players, and that's it. But
Oh,
overall,
I mean, I think that would be significant considering nothing happened last year. So three's
yeah,
great.
yeah, I guess so. I mean,
I pulled for more, but three would be substantial. Honestly.
yeah, but if the way that they're talking, if you want to build something, you're gonna need more. But I still think it's not gonna be. I still think it's gonna be what people expect. But if they do walk the walk and talk the talk, then it could be. Then we'll be coming back next week and the week after, week off, and talk about. Oh, we're wrong. Okay, we're serious now.
Just keep your expectations low, and then when they do something, it's like, oh yay! It's really
Exactly.
which is a life lesson there, kids. Keep your
Amen.
expectations low, and you're not going to be disappointed.
There you go. Leslie, any final thoughts?
No, I'm not up for final thoughts this week.
There you go. Well, I got no more
I
final
don't
thoughts.
have final thoughts for you.
I got no more final thoughts, but you can follow the Dirty Water Dispatch right here on Twitter and Sports Zone Boston as well. Follow Leslie and me in the description on Twitter and all the social media platforms. We'll be back next Thursday night with all the latest Red Sox news and
Yeah,
free
hopefully we have
agent.
some fun news to share. That'll be
Free agency has begun. All right. Peace.